Hey guys, how's it going? Kevin Steinman here with Crypto Daily News, episode number 34. The date is August 23rd, and I just want to cover a few things first and foremost. Basically, the markets are up slightly with most of the top 5 cryptocurrencies being in the green. We've got Bitcoin about 6,500, Ethereum's at 274, Litecoin's at 56, EOS at 484, $4.84, and we got XRP Ripple at 32 cents. So, a handful of information to share with you guys today. I actually think there is a few of them that is really interesting, but I'll just go through some of the things that aren't as important first, but definitely worth knowing. That way you know how they may impact the industry, as well as all the businesses that exist in the industry right now. So first and foremost, the US SEC has decided to review the rejection of their 9 Bitcoin ETF applications. This comes after a report yesterday that Reuters had issued where the SEC disapproved a total of 9 inquiries from the companies to bring BTC-based ETFs and market, claiming that the products do not comply with the requirements by the Exchange Act Section CB5. In particular, the requirement that a national securities exchange rules be designed to prevent fraudulent and manipulative acts and practices. Sure, it's not like this type of manipulation is not possible in the current markets, but hey, more power to them. Shortly after this SEC announcement, they released letters stating that their intention to review the decision is being delegated to an authority to take action on the applications. However, the letters do not specify a deadline for the decision nor what the review will entail. So in other words, what they're trying to tell you is that at any moment in time, they may decide to flip all their decisions on all 9 of these ETFs that they rejected recently. And if that happens, as we all know how the SEC's updates and announcements and reports affect the market, if this were to happen and they just turned around and accepted all those ETFs to start trading and moving volume into the market, it would cause a major upswing in the Bitcoin and in the cryptocurrency markets. So let's see what happens with that. Keep an eye on them and I'll keep you guys posted. Crowdfunding firm Indiegogo has decided to start selling their own real estate-backed security tokens. If you guys would like to learn more about what I'm about to say with this, you can just go to ico.indiegogo.com/projects/Aspen. So the Aspen Digital Inc. is proposing to sell Aspen coins, presenting purchasers with a unique opportunity to gain an indirect fragment equity ownership stake in the St. Regis Aspen Resort in Aspen, Colorado, an iconic trophy property. So in other words, instead of people pulling together as like an investment group to try and come in and own this resort, they're letting it open to the public for those who want to actually buy the tokens that are being represented by that resort itself. Third thing here, the World Bank and Commonwealth Bank of Australia has decided that they're going to be issuing a public bond exclusively through blockchain technology. This report comes out today from Reuters, where last couple weeks or so, the World Bank has actually already made this mandate well known to many people. But this project is worth about $100 million, and it entails 2-year bonds that will settle August 28th and have been priced to yield a 2.25% return according to a CBA statement. The prototype, dubbed Bondi, blockchain operated new debt instrument and a pun on Australia's well-known beach, is being hailed by the participants as a milestone in automating decades-old bond insurance and sales practices. Reuters cites CBA Executive General Manager James Wall as saying, "You're collapsing traditional bond issuance from a manual block bill process, an allocation process, an extend settlement, then a registrar and a custodian into something that could happen online instantly. I don't blame them for doing this. Obviously, the simpler, the quicker, the better. The World Bank's bonds are classified with a AAA rating, the highest possible rating that indicates a high level of creditworthiness. The bank reportedly issues between $50 and $60 billion worth of bonds annually to foster economic growth and progress in the developing world." So let's hope that these AAA ratings are not the same AAA ratings that many people received with their mortgage-backed securities in the US back in 2008. We'll see what happens there, but needless to say, I admire the innovation and people making things happen. So number 4, UK watchdog, the Financial Conduit Authority, FCA, has granted its third e-money license to a crypto-related company called Wirex. Wirex is a cool company that actually converts onto a debit card that's prepaid crypto into fiat instantly. So if you got like $100 worth of Bitcoin and you're like, hey, I want to go buy some groceries, take this card to the grocery store, you can use your Bitcoin and it converts into fiat instantly for you to be able to do that. So this same license that was granted was also granted to Coinbase a while back, and the FCA has not limited or actually issued many of these in the past, so it's cool for Wirex that they received one of these e-licenses to be able to do this. The New York State is actually looking to see a Bitcoin mining operation powered by the hydroelectric dam in Q4 of 2018. This is pretty cool because just a couple days ago I was talking about the different ways where many people are concerned with blockchain mining having an effect on global warming due to its energy uses, and as I stated, it's really not about the energy consumption being used, it's what is the source of that energy. You know, if you have coal versus renewable and hydroelectric, it's a big difference, you know, and especially because the current amount of energy being used to go towards blockchain mining is only about 0.05%, and even if that were to go up significantly, experts indicate that it would only represent about 2% of the total energy usage throughout the whole world. But the fact that this is actually happening and a California-based Bitcoin mining company has completed work on a repurposed hydroelectric dam to service its new mining farm, I think it's pretty cool. The CEO and chairman, Milton Todd, has commented on this release by saying, "This project provided a unique opportunity for DPW subsidiaries to collaborate and innovate to create a new model for cryptocurrency mining, for which electricity is by far the largest operational cost factor." Adding that, "We look forward to bringing this new innovative facility fully online during the fourth quarter of 2018. So I'm really happy to hear, again, only 2 days after I was just talking about this, that there are already companies moving forward and thinking about the future implications of crypto mining and how it may impact global warming, but more importantly, energy consumption and renewable energy. That way we can continue driving towards these innovative solutions, not just in blockchain, but obviously building economies at scale in different industries through the technology that was first introduced through blockchain and for blockchain, mining specifically." Number 6, electronics giant LG is focusing on development of blockchain, AI, IoT, and a bunch of other things in their new branding strategy approach. So LG has a subsidiary called LG CNS, and they are actually leading this effort to go and take their 7 services that they provide, which includes blockchain, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, smart city, smart factory, robot services, and smart energy. They are basically making this a staple in their overall brand strategy. That way they can go and start leading the industry with the things that they're doing over there with that subsidiary. As far as LG is concerned, the OEM, I wouldn't necessarily think that you're going to be hearing much about them doing this type of stuff at that level, but you will definitely hear about it likely under a sub-brand that they have with their company over the coming months. Number 7, China prohibits crypto-related promotion in Beijing's Qiong district. China is prohibiting all commercial venues from hosting any cryptocurrency-related events in Beijing's Qiong district. This has been reported by a local news outlet, the paper, and I think this is actually really interesting because there's another piece of news that came across earlier today that is talking about how China's biggest insurance company, Giant Ping An, releases a white paper on smart cities and advocates for blockchain. China, being one of the industry leaders in countries in the world when it comes to implementing new technologies such as blockchain, AI, Internet of Things, in the creation of smart cities, of which the country plans to establish 1,000 different uses. They're currently saying that this is probably going to be the most successful Chinese smart city, and it's currently based in Zhejiang, which was declared by President Xi Jinping as a special economic zone back in October 2017. In July of this year, the government had signed a memorandum of understanding, MOU, with Consensus, who works with Ethereum, and they plan for their company Consensus to advise the government with these different blockchain and software solutions. So again, it's really interesting to me how you have parts of China that are doing these things where they're banning different types of crypto related events that people can go to buy tokens during the ICO and things like that. But on the other hand, they have some of the biggest companies that are based in China, founded in China, utilizing all these different things in these different smart cities, and they have no problem with it. So the US Federal Trade Commission has actually issued a warning with blackmail scamming, but only to men. So if you're a woman watching this, you don't need to watch anymore, but you may find what I'm about to say really funny. The Division of Consumer and Business Education of the US Federal Trade Commission, FTC, published an article a couple days ago about how to avoid a Bitcoin blackmail scam. The FTC's letter focused on consumer protection and what it calls a new scam targeting men, warning about blackmailing scams demanding payments in Bitcoin. The brief letter states, here's how it works. Scammers have been sending letters to men demanding payments using Bitcoin in exchange for keeping quiet about alleged affairs. The letter also explains how to use Bitcoin to make payment. Okay, so on one hand, they're saying don't fall a victim to this stuff because already $2.5 million have been lost due to this type of extortion. But on the other hand, if you feel like you really need to pay off someone like Trump and Stormy Daniels, then you probably need to know how to send Bitcoin to be able to do that. So, with that being said, if you are blackmailed, at least you know how to send your extorter, whatever, some Bitcoin to hide whatever it is that they have on you. Last thing I want to touch on here is a report that has stated Binance and OKX volumes have surged while Coinbase and Kraken's volumes have dropped from 70 to 90% respectively. I think this is pretty crazy, especially because here in the US, Coinbase is one of the biggest exchanges and wallet platforms out there, but then you have a company like Binance who clearly provides a better service, I think, and it doesn't surprise me that they're becoming more popular with the different types of currencies that they offer. Of course, Coinbase is making aggressive moves to become more like an exchange as opposed to just a wallet. So we'll see what happens in the future with all these different things. And if you guys stay posted with what's happening on CryptoDailyNews.online, I'm sure you'll get a lot of benefit out of it. It's Kevin Steinman, Crypto Daily News. Hope you guys take it.
Ridiculous, without even trying. How do they do it? This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will.